Greetings YouTube, welcome to another video today. Today's video we're going to be talking about a different collective that I recently found out about. The collective was interesting because I found it kind of stumbling across a YouTube channel. The channel is known as Conscious Evolution Journey. Well, I kind of stumbled across that, and then I received as a result of those insights, I received additional information in regards to this collective. And this collective, it matched myself to a T with the description on this collective. So then afterwards, subsequently had some additional contact with this collective known as the Yargans. The Yargan race, or Yargan collective. A little background information on the Yargan collective. They're a type of, kind of remind me like of the Guardians. They're kind of a type of an interdimensional instead of outside, interdimensional race of beings. Super evolved, super advanced. These are the ones that can travel across the galaxy with their minds. And then take that, instead of having to travel on ship, they can travel again across the universe with their minds. And then once they emerge through what would be a Stargate and or portal, they then go into, they would then take, with their light, design a body based on the location they are in at the time, if they can't bring their particular bodies with them. However, being a lot of more concentrated light and or fire, when we're concentrated light, because we're basically spirit is light energy, we can travel at these hyperdimension speeds and in these hyperdimension planes. And a lot of these beings, they reside in the hyperdimension planes. Some of the, I'll give you a really quick description factor on some of the physical traits yet. I don't prescribe to a lot of the star races, star beings, or star seed physical traits because it's not set. It's not set in stone. You could be a star seed and not be RH negative. They're saying that's one deciding factor, and some of them really doesn't work because I'm RH positive, yet you can still be a star born. And this is going to start something called, would be this particular type of star collective would be considered an Earthseed. Now, the Earthseed is one that can plant large amounts of light in the physical structure to create change in that physical structure. So in other words, it would be similar to planting a garden. How do you prepare your planting fields, till, get your composts, make sure you have very fertile soil, then plant your seeds, and you're going to grow some of the best tasting, highly energetic food that would basically heal and repair the physical vessel, because the physical vessel responds very well to plants and plant foods. With that, so you would come down and plant the light seeds on Earth, and you could spend a long time on Earth doing that job, but because the divine plan takes cycles to complete upon cycles. So if you exit one timeline, and then you go into another, and then when you wake up in that timeline, it's almost like you can fuse the two together and the two become a singular timeline or a singular expression of energy. And once you're aware of it and you become awake, you can transcend our linear definition of time and go to the field of all time. Now, from this field, this is where you see the past, the present, and the future. It's the field of all time. And I have a feeling a lot of us connect to these fields either through, like, let's say, a particular type of dragon, or a goddess, or a god, whatever higher dimensional energies you are channeling, or bringing into you, or speaking with, or working with on some unaware level. I have a feeling we've done that a lot and don't necessarily know it. Anyway, this collective is, they've embedded their consciousness into the planet Earth, and a lot of races have, making them feel at one with Earth. So hence the plant lifestyle, or being vegan, for the lack of a better term, on it, because of that connection, or that oneness to the planet, because they feel intrinsically connected into the planet on this. They possess again, highly advanced race, the Yargan Collective, and they're kind of, again, I was unaware of them until I stumbled across that person was doing a tarot card reading on collectives, and again, that one made the most sense from my standpoint. I feel a very affinity to Mother Earth, to Gaia, or Tara, because she is a living, breathing, sentient being that we live on. Everything is connected through an energetic time-space frame. So that's on that. And then they're very, when they look like any, to me, I don't always see them, but when I have perceived them, they're very tall, light beings. It kind of remind me of these diamond sunbeams. Now, tall. The diamond sunbeams we have the DNA within us. As you will see, some races of a sun has come to Earth, the sun race, and you'll see that over time with different mythologies talk about them. But I'm not going to go into detail on that here because there's a lot of information on it. But some of them. So the diamond sun is the 144 strand DNA configured and connected up. So you reflect the energies of the sun, of the diamond sun, which would be tied into the great central sun in this universe, as the great central sun is the sun behind our physical sun. The physical sun is an expression or an extension of the great central sun as well. So this, and they have developed ways to travel without needing vessels, light ships. Again, traveling through the Merkaba, which we have, which is the 5-pointed star pillar. Once you get that activated, you can travel up and down in dimensions. Once we work on that, and that's basically using your light to do that. Projecting it around you in your space or in your auric fields, depending on how large your auric fields are. The Yargan Collective does work with other collectives. They don't necessarily come down and work as a group in a particular area, because there is a particular one per, this is the information we got, there's a particular one per geographic area. So you could send one in, and they could cover a whole county with their resonating frequencies. And then you could go to the next county and you would see one. Do they have a particular, because once you develop your auric fields, you can govern a large area or a large structure. You can govern it. What I mean by governing it is you would basically be the one that's providing the energetic support and structure, cleaning it and stuff, whether you're aware of it or not. So that is the type. So like you could basically say, okay, well, when this person awakens up in their predetermined coordinates of time, they're going to cover this state. Let's just say Florida. And then let's say that you have another powerful being. Let's say one resides in Florida, and you have another in Texas, and you have another in Louisiana. Now you're forming a grid here. This is a grid. They don't necessarily have to know each other, but this is an energetic connection and a collective, and this is how a collective operates, like that energetic connection. It doesn't matter what collective you're at, because a lot of them can do this. This is cross collectives. It's not just one collective. But that's how it works. So you would have one maybe covering Florida, one covering Texas, Louisiana, Atlanta, and you're seeing the energy connected, and it's connecting. And then it doesn't mean that could there be other beings in there as well in those other areas. So let's say we could put one in Pasco County and one in Hernando County, going up into going across the state, you're going into Citrus County and Orange County around here, and they would all connect via energetics. And then this is how the energetics would change, and you would bring a particular sacred geometry into that area. That sacred geometry, when you're activated, would then be activated within you. Same with the energy coordinates. It doesn't matter if your astrology chart shows fire triangle, all your fire triangles lit. It doesn't matter, because at this point, we're just crossing energetic spectrums and frequencies here. Your job, our purpose at the moment, at first, it's a multi-phase operation. And the first one would be, we're going to go ahead and wake up. And how are we going to do that? There's a lot of tools and resources. You can get an astrological reading like I did myself, and then communicate with the beings, have dreams about it, meditate about it, and really find out about it yourself. At the end of the day, the whole goal is for you to do it yourself, and not necessarily to rely on someone. Develop your oracle gifts. Develop your psychic gifts or phenomena, or however you want to look at it. And if it drives you nuts and you can't handle it in this life, in your agreement you said that you're not going to do it, then that's all as well. And you will still be doing your work. It will just be certain work for you. So I felt the need to get this video out at the moment because of that. And a lot of times, again, I don't necessarily see these beings. It's a high frequency type of energetic. And when I do see them, they're very, very light, very tall, just very high frequency. It also gave me some information too, if anyone else. Some other things is you might have a white aura. Color, now I know they talk about a white aura being an incarnated angel. That, could be. So the white aura could also be a balance between a physical and the spiritual planes of existence, so you're in balance. And the white aura could also mean that you're lit up with white light, which would be that diamond sun. So there's a lot of things, to me, meanings behind things. You just figured out the one that resonates most with you. But on that, the Argan Collective, they're gonna really look at planting seeds of light into the physical collective, into the physical world, the world of material, the world of matter, of mass. That's where you're looking to plant your seeds, fertilize your seeds, because then that helps humanity awaken as we go through this great shift, this great transition. That's about all for now. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them below. And please hit like for this video if this video resonates with you. And if you're inclined to do so, please subscribe. Until next time, see you later. Bye for now.